It's good.
All right.
It's good.
All right, should we do it?
Yeah, little introduction then, I suppose, is in order.
Roll the credits.
Yeah, roll them. Right. Well, welcome everyone to our very first episode of That's Not Banning. I'm so excited this is finally happening. It's been a while, eh?
It's been a minute. It's been in the tank for a minute, and the world needs more podcasts. So here you go.
Obviously.
Here you go.
The banning world definitely needs more.
Definitely.
So here we are, and welcome, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks to everyone as well who followed us on Whit Friday recently. That was really fun to do.
It was a good launch.
Yeah.
We kind of used Whit Friday as an excuse, one, to launch it, but also to make ourselves get on with it. So
100%. It was good stuff.
Yeah.
So we're sitting here a couple of days after Whit Friday. Finally announced that Brighouse won after way too long.
Yeah.
Longer than usual.
Saddleworth champions 3 years in a row. Brighouse, Blackdyke were second, and Hepworth narrowly in third place.
Yeah, man. They played well as well.
Apparently so.
Yeah. I think we followed them last year, on one of the villages.
Hepworth.
Was it Scout Head, maybe? Might have been the year before.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, sounding real tight. Really, really tight. But yeah, it was a good day. It was warm.
Ryan Watkins whips them into shape.
Yeah, always.
Every March.
He knows what he's doing with the March now.
I know.
Yeah, man. So, all good. We started at like 3-4 o'clock, didn't we?
Yeah, you have to play number one. With Friday, it's kind of like a race as much as a game of play the best, because you need to. I mean, Blackdyke are definitely not the 11th best band at any village, but getting a bad result like that, it can just ruin your score. Traditionally, obviously, there's slightly different scoring systems now, but yeah, that 11th would have really, really screwed them a bit. So it's gone well for them to get
properly threw their toys out the pram with that new scoring system.
I mean, us too. Like, we just didn't know.
I didn't understand it. I haven't understood it since that 4 bars wrestling came out.
No.
To when we were competing, to when we got the result. I still don't understand why we won the way we did.
Maybe we should just like pop the quote up or like the actual info of what they said.
Well,
something about what was it?
Mate,
the median score will be taken with the outer results being removed, and so we effectively thought that 4 wins is going to win the gig instead of 6 wins, and 4 wins is often enough anyway. So,
mate, you know more than me.
But we got 4. So basically, I don't know, but we got the 4 wins, and then we're like, okay, we've probably won, but it's like you need a good kicker, so it's not just enough to have 2 pair.
Yeah,
you need like an ace or a king. Kind of thing, just in case, and something about the weighting of the contests and how many bands played, and is first in a village of 40 bands as good as second in a village as 80
That was
bands?
the bit I didn't get.
Who knows?
I didn't get, because surely now, and I might have misunderstood this, but surely now, like, take Greenfield or Uppermill, quite big ones, for an example. Next year, is it going to be the case now that bands know how it works? That all the bands turn up to those contests and the queues are massive, and everyone knows that they're going to be the highest weighted ones, and then the smaller ones, like, I don't know, Groton, struggle.
Or should we just start there? Like, Lydgate last year had the most bands, 79. Delph had 78. This year, I think Delph had the most, was 73.
Damn.
Something like that. But yeah, Lydgate's always popular. Do we start at Lydgate and then go to Delph? I don't know if geographically.
Dusty's your man.
Ian, shout out Ian Dust.
Yeah.
Episode 1. He actually just celebrated his 70th birthday, so happy birthday.
Absolute
Dusty.
hero, right?
He takes us round the circuit on Whit Friday.
It was his horn in the bag, wasn't it?
His horn in the back. If you saw a photo, the first story, that was
in the backpack.
Yeah.
That is banding.
That is banding.
Yeah,
for sure.
I love it. Yeah, so all in all, a good day. I didn't get my neck chafed this time because I used that run guard. First Whit Friday ever. I haven't come around with a little crop circle around my neck the following week, so I'm feeling good about that.
Run guard?
Yeah, it's like what you use for chafing on your thighs.
Oh, right, okay.
When you're running.
I thought you meant like a turtleneck.
No, it's like roll on.
I thought you were
roll
like
on deodorant, but you like. Well, in this case,
it's like
put
for
on
your
my neck.
nipples and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I never get the nip chafe though. That's Will, if you know
nip
Will.
Chafe. Yeah. But if you run in the rain for like more than an hour, you're gonna be.
Oh man, yeah. When we did the marathon, I was nip taped.
Yeah, and that was dry. That was just the sweat. Yeah. Anyway, we'll
move on from nip tapes. Yeah, that's good.
Get your nip tapes. Almost good retailers.
Send us those nip tapes.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, no.
Other nip tapes are available. Not just run guy.
It was good though. It was good for the neck. You were talking to me a little bit earlier while we were setting all this beautiful studio up, by the way, which is looking banging.
Yeah.
You were talking to me about like how the day makes you feel. You've done it a few times now, right?
I've done a few. Yeah, I've done it with 3 different bands. I think my first ever one was actually when I was in first year of college, RNCM, and I got asked to play with Dyke on second year of Clang. Yeah.
Did you do it?
I did it. Yeah, obviously.
I didn't know you'd played with
19.
Dyke.
I must have been 20. I must have turned 20. And me and
That's a climb.
Chris Binns, who were both first years, and he got asked to dep as well because I think Brett couldn't do it, and Ian Yates was the second youth, and he wasn't doing it. So I'd never heard of Whit Friday. Didn't know what it was, so I just thought it was, come and do. I mean, I knew it was a competition, but I knew that you just played a march, so I knew it wasn't like the area or the British Open.
Yeah.
And I was stood in between Gary Curtin and Katrina Marzella, and
Nice.
obviously, yeah.
20 years old.
I know, yeah. So we played Knight Templar, we played Punchinello, it was Nick Childs, and we won, and we got 200 quid each for it. It was amazing.
You got the money?
We got money. So they added it all up, and then they like took off the coach or something like that, and then they split it between all the players.
Oh my God.
Including all the solo prizes. So
Mate.
Richard probably got solo prizes. Yeah, it was mad.
Mate, we'd be quids in if that was the case.
Oh, I know.
Oh, that's such a shame.
Yeah, and there was a load of first places. Probably I forget the result, but yeah. So that was one. I was walking around wearing this Dyke jacket, and they've got obviously like the little stags.
Yeah,
so
of course,
recognizable.
Of course.
So there's people just like taking a photo of me and Binsey, and they're just like wanting to like get an autograph or something. It was mental. And I felt bad because obviously I'm not even in Dyke, so I felt like such a fraud. But yeah, when you play for Brighouse or Dyke or any of these top bands, you do feel like you get a sweet gig because I mean we're not celebrities or rock stars or famous actors or anything like that, but you never have more phones pointed at you than on Whit Friday.
It's like a festival kind of thing, isn't it?
It is, and you rock up and people see the purple jackets or the whatever jackets or Chav Brass, and people that were maybe about to leave that village, they stay. It's like, oh, when are you on? It's like, right, well, this is band number 12 and we're 16, and they stay around, and and they follow you down the street. Like I've now seen, because I'm near the front of the parade march, and somebody put a video of Greenfield, and I see how many people are actually following.
Oh man, so many.
I've never known any of that. I've never seen that.
I do like maybe 20% of the marching that we do in the whole day. I'm playing.
Yeah.
So I'm looking around, just like you. I saw you looking around.
I don't play on the
I saw you turn around and give me a cheeky little side eye when I split like one there in the wrong.
And I set off wrongly on that one. Did you
Mate,
see?
you messed my footing up as well because I was so busy looking
mine
at
up.
you.
If anyone has a video of us marching at,
Where was it?
it must have been.
It was
the
towards
third
the
one.
end. I
No,
think.
really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
I'm saying like 5 or 6, mate.
I would have said 4, maybe.
Okay, well,
No, it wasn't Delph, and that was 3. Yeah, so 4, whatever we did 4. Groton, maybe.
Yeah, proper bombastic side eye.
Yeah, so we do this bum 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 bum, and then bum, but some split, and as we were supposed to start marching, I lose focus and look around, and I didn't know it was Tom, but
It was fully me. I wasn't concentrating. It was on the second village. We've got Royal Trophy, the march that we play on the road, on the back of our Knight Templar, which is our contest march.
Yeah.
And we got to, I think it was Dogcross, that one with a tree in the corner on the little pub.
Yeah. That's a great one.
So on that one, I was looking around, looking at Gary, making sure like everyone's ready, whistle had gone, looking around, making sure the front row were okay. Picked up my instrument, he was giving us our beat in, and I still had the Royal Trophy up.
Nice.
I know you go dots free like every time. I've never done that before, and I was like, all right, okay, we're gonna have to just deal with this situation as it comes now, and got through it. So after that, I kept it on Knight Templar and just tried to remember the road march. Like I said, I didn't really play.
I mean, for me, like memory does come like easily for me, and I know that it's the same for you. But I just find I watch these bands, and whether it's on the road march or whether it's on the stand, and you see just so many people like looking at us. Everyone's looking at us while we're doing it, and all the bands, and everyone's just like stuck. And it's not even like you're on a gig. You've got the music stand like a meter away. like
Oh,
on
man.
these things, the trombones, and the cornets, they're
Yeah.
right up in your face. And I just, I love looking around when I play. I love like kind of just having a look at the audience, seeing the live reactions. So sorry
That's
if I
fair.
eyeballed anyone in Greenfield. There was like 1,000 people in Greenfield.
Yeah, a
What the
lot.
hell?
Shout out to anyone who wears glasses who plays at Whit Friday as well. Like,
Alright.
they can't. Like, I know Haley, someone on our barrow, was talking about just not being able to see.
Oh right,
Not
'cause
being
of
able to
the,
see.
the
It's
very
too close. It's just like right in the wrong spot. so-
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out the spectacles.
Spec clan. The
Yeah.
Spec crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. But yeah, it's always fun, and it's a long day every year, but it's worth it.
Very
isn't it?
long.
And you always walk out of the day as well with some people having some sort of a moan, which people
Oh, of
can
course.
take personally, but I think personally it's so funny. Like some of the utter crap that you've seen on Facebook, whether they're
mean,
right or wrong,
yeah.
it's good like popcorn material. you know?
I think it's the best year for popcorn material. I think
You reckon?
because
So
of the rule
far.
change. Because last year we won 6. So when Black Dyke are out, it's a lot closer a competition
Yeah.
between Black Dyke and Brighouse because when they're not, if we didn't go, Black Dyke would win most of them probably with respect to their bands, and when Black Dyke don't go, we win most of them. Last
Yeah.
year we won 6 villages, Black Dyke won 3, Fairies won 1. This year it was way closer.
Yeah, it was, wasn't
Hepworth
it?
got like a win or 2 maybe.
They're creeping up.
I think we got a couple. Black Dyke got 3 wins, one in Tameside as well. We got 4 wins. I don't know.
It's mad, isn't it?
So yeah, and so that making it a lot closer a result just makes people feel happier to have gotten a placing or more robbed to not get a placing.
Yeah.
And then you add into that the rule change, and it was a hot day, and then alcohol
Once everyone's had a beer, once the
Alcohol.
contest is done.
times Facebook.
Yeah. Funny. Everyone's like completely chilled, like horizontal when we get to, was it Borshurst? Is that where we have a drink?
Borshurst Bank.
Borshurst Bank
Shout
Club.
out Greenfield.
Yeah. That's huge. That's such a nice thing to be able to do at the end of the day.
Yeah, we're lucky. And
We are lucky.
It's invite only apparently. So thank
Yeah,
you for
I know.
the invite. Big up Borshurst.
Again, shout out Dusty working at LT Scientific for the parking right in there.
LTE Scientific shout
Yeah.
out episode 1. Okay,
Shout out the LT
That
crew.
is definitely not banding. But
Yeah, man.
Thanks Dusty. Second shout out there. God.
Got to bring out as well thoughts on Chav
Chav Brass.
turning up.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it's just awesome. Like the crowd that they
not a
bring
fan.
in.
Nah, obviously, Chav. Yeah. Chav Brass don't just bring the crowd; they retain the crowd, which
Yeah, man.
is something. Like you just said, you don't play on the march down. There's 1,000 people watching Brighouse march down, and you're not playing.
Yeah.
And I feel bad. I'm not playing either.
Yeah.
But those guys go hard on the way down. They go hard on the stand. Same bands like Badass Brass.
Oh, badass! Yeah.
I mean, people that really like put in a shift on the way down and then still manage to perform. Like
it's insane.
I feel like such
Commendable.
a diva with glass chops, and like I feel fit, but like I couldn't do what they do.
And they had a gig the next day, didn't they?
did,
I don't know if that's like an annual thing, but it was at Albion, wasn't
I
it?
think they did it last year and for the first time, and they're doing it.
It looked amazing.
Yeah,
Really wanted to go, but we had a gig as
we
well.
had a gig
I
as
would have
well.
been there
I know,
otherwise.
I know,
Like,
I know. I saw loads of videos from people.
so cool.
Yeah, Chav Brass. As far as I'm concerned, there's definitely a place for them at Whit Friday. And think how many scratch bands come out and do not get as much hate as them, and of course not as much love as them. But
Yeah.
if you're getting hate, it means you're doing something right. And bad news travels faster than good news. So
Yeah, amen.
yeah, Chav Brass, keep doing what you do.
It's mad. I always wonder, like, it must be mad for the people who've done Whit Friday for so long, been in banding for so long, to
Dusty,
see
number 3.
Dusty again. Shout out Dusty.
Right.
Yeah, like to see all these phones pointing at you, like you were saying earlier. Maybe even like 10 years ago wouldn't have been like that.
Of course, yeah.
And like, yes, you see some photos, some videos of bands playing from like, I don't know, 2007, 8, whatever.
Yeah.
Low quality filmed
Yeah,
on a
but like
potato.
pre millennium, what was Whit Friday like?
I know. That's why people drank more.
Yeah.
I mean, they still do, but not us, sadly.
Maybe
Let's get
everyone.
envy.
Yeah, maybe just like pen and paper, and they were drawing the bands, like for the memories.
Sat there with a little easel on the side.
And then
with
they
the
get
water
home, it's like,
coming
oh,
down.
who did you see? And then there's just a little flip book. It's like nice.
just painting like really slowly.
Shit, that's what the world was like before phones, right?
Yeah, I think
everyone
so.
just drew where they were,
And like everything was in black and white. Like,
yeah,
everything.
And that's why there's so much good art back in the day. There's no good art now.
Nah, there's none.
Yeah,
I did go to IKEA for the first time ever today, though.
okay.
The
Yeah,
art.
to get this podcast equipment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to get these lovely microphone stands.
Yeah, nice.
I didn't realise, because for those of you who don't know, I grew up in Cornwall. I've lived up here for, 6 years?
Do a Cornish accent.
All right, lovely, all right. I'm going to get crucified for that. Those 4 words I just said. Yeah. But, mate, the closest IKEA to Cornwall is a 2-hour drive up. Not even the bloody
Where is it?
motorway. The
Like
motorway doesn't
Exeter?
exist. Exeter, yeah.
Exeter.
So you
right.
drive up the A30 for like
30.
an hour and a half, and then you get to bloody M5,
Yeah.
and then I don't know, it's somewhere on the side there. And I never went to it because why on earth would you? It's 2 hours to go to IKEA.
Yeah,
so I just popped in
Mate,
today.
same. Edinburgh. From
No,
an hour.
how far away from you from Edinburgh?
An hour and 45.
So had you been to IKEA before your move to Manny?
No,
How many times have you been to IKEA since your move to Manny?
3 times.
3 times.
3 times, yeah.
Do
In
you still
12
find
in
it-
12 years. Yeah.
Mate, I was
And the first
so-
time was after about 4 years because I had no, you're a student, you're not going to IKEA.
Mate, it felt like, the Triwizard Tournament in Harry Potter where they go into, like, the maze, and there's, like, people getting hexed, and, like, they just get really lost, and there's a portkey. I thought I was going to have to find a portkey to get to the checkout,
Also, yeah,
mate.
middle of the day on a Monday, who's an IKEA?
Weird crew.
Yeah.
Weird crew.
Swedes.
Not even. Wannabe Swedes.
Wannabe Swedes.
Yeah, it's turnips, by the way, not
Danes.
Swedes.
Turnips.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, it is actually Swedes. I don't know.
No,
But-
but it's the same thing. That's a good joke. We'll leave that one in. That's a
Mate, just remember who's editing this show.
that's not a Tom Smith joke, but we'll allow it.
But yeah, it was mad. There was 25 sections. I only needed one. I only needed to get 2 microphone stands.
From
And
IKEA.
It
last
took me
place.
20 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
I found them within 2 minutes.
I know, that's the thing. It's
And it
one
took
way.
me 18 minutes to leave the
it's,
shop.
It's a one-way system.
But why? Like, I just don't get it.
Because they've got you. They've got you.
They literally do. I thought I was going to get lost.
Anyway.
I thought I was going to have to sleep in one of the makeup, like, showrooms. But...
Yeah. Anyway, enough about IKEA. Matalan.
Segueing on from IKEA.
Yeah.
Never been to Matalan either, by the way, but we'll gloss over
Matalan?
that. Never.
Yeah, it was better back in the day. They changed.
I thought all they sold was checkered shirts.
Yeah, I miss the real Matalan.
What's it like now?
Don't want to talk about it.
Right.
Right.
We'll gloss over that.
Yeah, man.
That's a conversation for the therapist, I think.
That's not banding.
Moving on, we've got a few little things, few little pilot things, I guess, to talk about.
This is the pilot.
Yeah,
We only
it is the
We only
pilot.
get one of those. That's
Yeah,
cool. That's
Ep
cool.
1, few things we need to share with you, beautiful people, and a few other kind of side things as well. I guess. What do you want to do first? What do you want to cover?
I mean, we should just talk about what we're doing, like what this podcast is about.
I guess so. Yeah.
So it's a podcast. We're filming it, video podcast. It's going to be available online on YouTube.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely stick it on YouTube. I'm thinking Mixcloud.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know how it works, but maybe Spotify
Yeah.
as well. We'll sort that out. That information will be available once this episode comes out.
Yeah. So we're gonna try and record them and release them fortnightly, roughly. But apologies if we don't stick to that schedule. We're gonna be posting other things on our social media.
Yeah.
So make sure you give us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, all the usual stuff.
Yeah.
We'll be doing stories. We want it to be interactive. Interactive, yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Funny.
the thing is, when I was younger, and obviously there wasn't anything like this, but I listened to so many podcasts, and I just feel so much more connected to, for example, football, or for example, Hollywood TV shows, because I get to hear what the actors sound like, or what the ex-footballers or the current footballers speak about and think about, and they,
Yeah.
it's not just putting on bow ties and doing band gigs. It's just like everything in between that, and
Getting hammered by David Thornton.
yeah. And like our band is just the same as your band. If you play for a band, whatever section it is, 90% of it will be the exact same. It's still, twice a week evening rehearsals. It's still playing that piece that you don't like, or the piece you really do like, or getting annoyed at somebody for messing up a piece you play all the time. And it's like,
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just buzzing that this is finally happening.
It is happening, yeah.
I get totally what you mean.
And it's not necessarily for, by people in a top band, for other people in a top band. It's for all bands, and we want to hear about, a local concert in Exeter, right?
Yeah.
Or we want to hear about the Bugle contest.
Speaking of,
Okay.
Blackburn and Darwen band.
Heard of them?
End of July, conducted by our good friend and former second euphonium player Dan Thomas.
Yeah, good guy.
If you don't know him, he's balding. End of July.
Cut that.
That's going in. End of July, beginning of August, that weekend in the summer, Blackburn and Darwen are coming down to Cornwall, doing 3 gigs, I believe. Truro Methodist Church, somewhere in St Austell, some food festival somewhere. I'll pop it all in the description. But I've been invited to play a couple of bits and bobs with them as guest soloist, which I'm buzzing for. Gigs at home, love doing those.
Yeah,
like when we did that Hall for Cornwall gig, my favourite.
Lucky.
So if you are a fellow Cornish person and you're at a loose end that weekend in summer,
It's in summer as well. There will be non-Cornish people all over the place.
it's a busy time. If you find yourself in Cornwall, get yourself down. It'd be lovely to see you, lovely to catch up. You can see me sweating in front of Blackburn and Darwen.
Nice. Speaking of Blackburn and Darwen, on this Sunday, what's the date? The 22nd. We are, it's the Blackburn and Darwen March and Hinching contest, which we have attended before, and I've attended loads of times because I, love it. I'm actually the judge this year, so that's very cool.
Big cheese, mate.
And after doing Whit Friday, and obviously they get like 78 bands, all in different sections. I don't know how they do it, but I'm going to have to listen to it. I think there's usually about 16, 20 bands, something like that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and I'm just hoping that...
22nd?
Yeah, of June. Yeah, June.
Are we gigging? I'm guessing not.
This Sunday.
Oh, it's next Sunday. We're up to the Lake District, aren't we?
Yeah,
I'll try and make it, brother.
Yeah, let's
be
do
good
it.
to see that.
Yeah, and we can do some TMB stuff.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So Blackburn, it's in Darwen Town Centre.
Nice.
Yeah, but we'll put a link to that as well on the socials as well.
Absolutely. In fact, with my editing skills, hold your hands out, and the link to Blackburn and Darwen's Instagram page will appear here. Have some flames going bah 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 bah.
Okay, get ready.
So watch out for that. What else? Oh yeah, like I said, our next gig's on the 28th, isn't it? With Brighouse up in Kirkby. Kirkby Moorside?
Kirkby Lawns? I don't know.
Something like that. We were up in Keswick a couple of weeks ago with a really beautiful gig.
We should know that before we say,
come mate, I can't keep up. There's too many itineraries. Outlook is too hard to use.
Yeah, okay.
But if you are up in that area and want to see the band, get yourselves over. I'm sure it'll be another fun one. We're kind of winding down into summer now, so it's one of the last ones this season, I think.
It's getting warm this week as well, so
Yeah.
Take care.
Take care. Plenty of sun cream. What else? Oh, my brand new EP is it's not out yet, but it's still being recorded. Keep your eyes peeled for that.
Stand for?
I don't know. I'm too young to be honest.
EP.
LP's the long one. EP's the short one.
EP's the short one. What do you make up? What do you think it stands for?
You do realise if whatever I say, I will just edit in the right answer.
No, you won't.
I will.
No, but then you got to come up with something funny. Like EP, it stands for.
I can't say what I was thinking.
Okay.
Eclectic.
Is it enormous?
Pillows. Yeah, it's huge. It's massive.
Yeah. Yeah, so like a month ago or so, maybe more, we recorded Tom's EP, which you played 3 solos with the band.
That's the first half of the EP.
Phillips, are we doing spoilers?
We can do, yeah.
We did Philip Sparks' Song and Dance.
Spark, Piazzolla. Oh my god. Oh, Peter Graham.
The tango thing.
Peter Graham, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. 3 really nice soloists to play. I enjoyed prepping them actually.
What's the Peter Graham one?
Tango.
I know, but is it
Por
by...
un cabeza.
No, but it's not by Peter Graham, is it?
No, I forget who it's by. It's for strings. It's for violin, I think. Here it is. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. Oh yeah, and then the next kind of installment of the EP, if you like, the next bit I need to record is happening probably next month, which is really exciting.
Okay.
I'm not going to say too much about that, but I've recorded everything I need to record with the band. That's done.
Okay.
For this one, I just need myself and a few other bits and bobs.
Your voice went all like
Oh yes.
low there.
Yeah. It's very exciting. I'm buzzing. It's something
It's
that's
not just
been
any
done.
EP.
It's not. It's pioneering.
Pioneering.
What the brass band
Spell it.
solo EP means. Spell it.
Right.
Yeah. So look out for that.
Look out for that. It's going to be great. It was great.
Really, really looking forward to that. Like Chris said earlier, please interact with us.
Yes.
Go on our socials.
Instagram. Ask us
Facebook.
questions.
Yes.
Send us memes. Send us
Yeah.
'Cause
DM us on anything.
we don't see everything. We see a fair bit because the WhatsApp groups and people always posting like the juicy content. But if you've got something, just we want to be the first to know.
That's not banding.
As players in bands that are at the big contest, we want to do stuff like behind the scenes at the British Open, like what it looks like the night before, what it looks like, on the day, backstage at Symphony Hall. Like, I'm sure everyone would love to see that. What does it look like to, be in the middle of Brighouse or another top band walking down at Whit Friday? And we want to kind of take you, the listener, the viewer, into that world a little bit more and have a little bit more connection between some of the so-called top bands and the other brass banders and other performers and listeners and fans of banding.
100%. Yeah, definitely. Really excited to see where this is going to go, and excited to interact with a few more of you as well once this kind of gets its wings and takes off. Gmail as well.
Gmail, yeah.
Get on the Gmail.
Plug me in. That's not banding at gmail.com.
Yeah, there it is.
That's not banding.
That's not banding. No apostrophe.
No apostrophe.
That's not banding at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Get on the email, send us anything. Questions, videos, voice notes, files, I don't know.
Voice notes would be good.
Anything you want. Yeah, voice
send us
notes,
voice
for
notes.
Sure. For sure. 100%. And we will we'll get them out. Hopefully we'll get them on the show and do a little content section as well. If people sending stuff in, that'd be fun.
Also, everything can be fully anonymous. If you don't want us to say, we're not going to say, this is Brian and he plays for the X band. And, And
Doesn't matter how stupid it is either. Just send it. If you think it's funny or worth mentioning, get it over.
Tell you what is great. There is an Instagram page right now and it's got these like brass band musicals. You've seen these videos?
No.
They're like AI generated brass band. I found it. Like it's been going a little while. I don't know how I didn't see it before, but it's got like a chav brass. We'll listen to it after this.
Yeah, no way.
I can't remember what it's called.
Oh man, you'll have
it's
to
got
show
like a chav brass song. Like those things that you did the other day, like the other week with your mates when you were getting.
Oh yeah, the AI generated.
It's exactly those, but like all banding and rhyme.
Oh, that's cool.
It's very good. Very good. Whoever's doing that,
send us a script. We'll put it into an AI generator. If you've got something you want making into a song,
we need to get this person on. So whoever you are,
yeah,
he or she is doing
reach out.
Great job.
Reach out. That'd be amazing.
Funny stuff.
Yeah, fully. Oh,
respect.
Last one. We've got Patreon as well. Did we say this?
Yes. No, we didn't.
Yeah, we've got Patreon. I'll put the link in the description again. It'll be all over our socials, I'm sure. Get yourself on there. I think we're gonna eventually put some bits and bobs up there, little exclusive bits of some description. We need to sort out what we're doing first.
Basically, the APR on all this podcast equipment is gonna ruin us. So.
We're in for we've committed now.
Yeah,
we've committed.
Tom's got a 55-year mortgage now.
yeah. So good.
It's a nice caravan. It's gonna be. Yeah.
It will be when it's finished.
It's warm.
There's a hole in the wall at the minute.
Yeah.
So, last thing which we haven't mentioned yet.
Okay.
Logo design.
Oh, the logo.
Let's tell them
the lack of logo.
Yeah, let's tell them.
Right, so we're banders, right? Musicians, banders. We are not graphic designers, and maybe some of you are.
There are definitely some really good designers and artists out there in the banding world.
Far
you know
better
who
than
you
us.
are.
Far better than we are.
Yeah, fully. Instead of kind of butchering our own logo. We'll keep it as the horn in the bag for the minute.
We made it real simple. TNB.
We did.
For now.
And we came up with this idea. Basically, we would like you guys from this pilot episode. Thank you so much for watching, by the way.
Thank you.
We want you to send in if you have a good logo idea, if you've got a creative bone for that kind of thing. Get it sent in. We will then make it into a little bit of a competition, and hopefully, when we have a winning logo, we will obviously use it on the podcast.
Definitely.
And for all of our socials and everything we do. And once it's ready to go, we'll send you some free stuff with the logo on it. We've got a very good friend who makes t-shirts, tote bags, stickers, beanies, you name it. He can make it in his house because he's like that.
Babies.
Babies.
Spoilers. Also, now please don't all send jokey ones, but we will. If you are not graphically inclined, then
don't just send us nudes.
Please. Send those as well. But feel free to do like a shred, do like a terrible one that
Yes,
we will do some honorable mentions for good ones and for like purposefully bad ones.
Yes, and it does not have to be music related, doesn't have to be brass related, doesn't have to be
preferably not
related.
Actually. Yeah, I mean, we get those logos, whether it's our logo or other bands. We basically want something that people will want to wear just day to day. So like a t-shirt that just like has like your logo.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like that. It's kind of anonymous.
Bristol, big up.
We don't want it to be like big and just say like massive letters, fairy band, like that kind of thing. They have a lovely logo, by the way. God, I keep killing
Stop dubbing them in, man. Stop it.
I should just say Brighouse, because then it's like, I can.
Yeah. Brighouse is a perfect example.
Yeah, I mean,
if
you know my group A4 Brass, do not make a logo like that. That works for us because it's the colors of the shirts. But it has been likened to like painter and decorating companies.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which is fair.
I can imagine on the back of a Ford Transit driving up the M62.
And we have seen the exact same logo on said Transit, and it's
brilliant.
So yeah, don't make it like big, bright, and 4 colors and stuff. Make it like kind of cool.
Go as crazy as you want. Make it as edgy or ridiculous
if it can
or
say
stupid.
That's not banding or even TNB. We could, and if you could do 2 options. You could do a TNB one and a that's not banding.
Make sure it has got the TNB on it. But I'm buzzing to see what comes from this.
Definitely.
There are some really nice, really creative people out there in the band.
So the deadline's tomorrow, because we got a hard out on this one. No, what should we say the deadline is?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks from when you watch this.
2 weeks from the day that this launches. No. So like someone watches it in 5 years, they're like, "Oh, great."
To be fair, in 2 years, if you send us a better one than the winner, we'll oust the
We
previous
can't
one.
do a rebrand before we've done a brand, bro.
No, but you got a plan for the future.
Future proof that.
Yeah.
So we'll say 2 weeks from the launch date of this episode. When this episode go out, 2 weeks from there. Bang. Done.
Fine.
Looking forward to that. That'll be fantastic. I think that's everything.
I think that's it.
Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, however you've listened. Thank you so much for supporting this brand new thing that we're trying to do. Really, really looking forward to seeing what happens. Make sure if you haven't already, click subscribe, click follow, have a look at our socials, and stay in touch. Follow the journey. Very excited to see what happens.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
We'll see you next time.
We've come to the end of the episode, Tom.
We have.
You know what that means?
What does it mean?
We just made a podcast.
Booyaka! That'll do.
That'll do.